Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel. My name is Brianna and this is for Pause in a Book. I make bookish videos over here on my little corner of the internet, so if that's something that you're interested in, make sure that you hit the subscribe button down below. Today we are really going back to my roots, as this channel did start as a bullet journal channel, and we're going to go over my 2024 reading journal. Alright, so I had FOMO. I was watching all of the reading journal setups for 2024 and I thought, you know what? I'm gonna be a bullet journal girly again. Have I successfully used a journal post 2020? Nope. My journal ended February of 2020, March of 2020, something like that. And I haven't looked at one since. But I thought, you know what? 2024 is going to be the year. Now, I do a lot of my planning digitally with my tracker and my spreadsheet, as well as all of my content planning is done digitally. However, I wanted to do something where I could just kind of like look back and reflect on my reads. So I'm actually really unsure about what this journal is going to look like. I don't know if I'm going to do like actual reviews in here. I don't really know, but I'm going to show you my yearly spreads. I'm really proud of them, and if nothing else, we'll work on that. So I actually didn't buy much for this. I bought some washi tape and I bought some stickers that kind of went with the vibe of what I was trying to do, but as I said, I've been doing bullet journals since 2017, so I still had like a lot of my stuff. So this is the color scheme that we are going with. It's very folklore. That's kind of my vibe of 2024. So we've got some browns, some greens, some yellows, purple, pink, that kind of stuff. And then I was mostly using the Tombow mono drawing pen. I use the 0.3 or the 0.3 and the 0.1 mostly. And then this I was just using to tape in some like images and stuff that I wanted that I like didn't have stickers for. So I already had all of that. So this is the Leuchtturm 1917 in the A5 size. It is the forest green edition. So I guess this is the one thing that I did buy for this, but other than that, I kind of tried to use the stuff that I already had. You absolutely do not have to use these like fancy pens. You don't have to use the fancy notebook. You can get the dot grid journals at Michael's. I think Walmart even has some, and they're like pretty cheap. I just really love the Leuchtturms. For the most part, in my like day-to-day life, I actually use the B5, which is a much bigger one. This one is kind of just more of like brain dump stuff for work as well as content. And then this one is kind of my daily tracker. It's really boring. It's just a little bit of like, it's just daily stuff. Very little creativity there, but that's just kind of a running task log. But I wanted to get creative with this one. So here we go. So first off, I wanted to show you that I washi taped all of these. I love the way it looks when a whole book is washi taped. I'll show you some of my older ones. This is like from 2017, 2018. But look how cool it looks when it is completely washi taped. So for this one, I did like every month had a different color washi, so you could kind of see where it would go. I'm pretty sure this one is the same. But it looks so cool. Okay, so those are the old journals. Let's look at what 2024 has in store. So on the first page, I just made a cover with some of these gold stickers. I did buy these at Michael's. And then I had made a printout of my logo, and I had a different spot that I wanted it in. Unfortunately, I printed it too big, so it didn't fit. I ended up gluing the next two pages together because this one does not open all the way, and then we start into our index pages. I will eventually fill these out. I'm just not sure how I want to do it yet, so I left that blank. Then we get into our first page here. This is my reading and channel goals. I've talked about my reading goals on the channel before. Goodreads goal, I did set at 100 technically, but I know I'm going to be able to hit that, so it's not really a goal. My physical TBR, I want to get under 200 this year, and I want to finish 15 series. These channel goals I did not talk about because they're a little bit more personal, but I guess now they're on the internet. I would love to hit 5,000 subscribers in 2024. As of filming this, I'm just over 1,100 shy of that number, and I feel like if I really put in the work, I can hit that this year. And then after June, I would love to be paid out every single month. At the moment, I'm getting paid out about every other month. AdSense only pays you once you hit $100. Ad revenue is not anyone's biggest source of income, but I would love to just like have that like extra $100 coming into my account every month. And then I've talked about doing 2 to 3 videos a week. I think in my goals video, I did talk about doing 2 videos a week. But with these other 2 goals, I kind of need to put it at 3. My first book collection page is one that I'm really, really excited about. I'm really proud of how this turned out. This is the first time I've ever drawn a like hanging plant like this. And I think it turned out pretty well. But I do a series on my channel where I do the Rainbow Project. And essentially I pick 5 books that have the same color cover and I read them for a vlog. And I thought I would do that. I'd put the titles in here as I read them. And so there's a bunch of like 5 book stacks. And so when this is all finished and filled out, it'll be a really pretty rainbow. Next up, I need to find like a gold pen or something to do something here. I want to write my word of the year here, which is create, and like potentially a quote that I have kind of milling around in my head. But I kind of just left that blank for now. Then I have just my kind of stats page. I want to track my subscriber count at the end of the month, my Patreon count at the end of the month, any ad revenue I get, Patreon revenue, and then also if I sell any books on Pango, I want to have a Pango revenue page. Then I have my 2024 in books. And this page took me so long to do. I did not put in the numbers because some of the colors will be darker, and so I might need a white pen for that. We'll see what happens. But I kind of want to stick with this same theme. And I also haven't decided how I want to do it, if I want to do it by genre or if I want to do it by the months read. And so like everything I read in January will be the same color. I'm not sure yet. This has, I think, 200 slots for it, or just over 200 if I remember correctly. So I might actually have to add a page, in which case I'll do kind of just a door that will flip open, and I'll have another set of boxes if I need it. Okay, and then I have a couple of graph pages. I have just each month down here at the bottom, and then I'm going to do a genre tracker, and then as well as a page tracker for each month. Moving on, this one I'm actually really excited about. I'm going to do a 5-star reads page, but I kind of want to make it messy and fun. So I'll be printing out the covers every time I have a 5-star read, and I'm just going to make this like a really cool collage. I'm really excited about how this one's going to look. I have a vision in my head. We'll see if it works. Okay, and then I have a couple of year-long challenges. So this one is Our Fantasy. All of the ones that are covered up are ones that I've already done, and I've written the book inside what I read. Our Fantasy runs from April to March, so I actually have a couple of months that I still need to finish this up, and then I'll put the next bingo board on this page. And then I created an A to Z challenge, and I also did this one mid-year. I feel like at the beginning of the year we have so much content coming out, and so adding these extra challenges, kind of everything gets lost. So I think I started this one in June, if I remember correctly. Yeah, June. So this one will run from June to May, and then I will make another one here. I'm really happy with the way this turned out. It's really cute. It's got like a little bit of color to it, and I just love this little sticker here. Then I have some book clubs here, and this is what I meant. I made these stickers. Listen. This thing has a cute little pocket here. Oh my goodness. Technical difficulties. Maybe putting these envelopes in here is not the smartest idea. Anyways, we're not going to talk about this. I made stickers, and they're too big. See, they're too big. This one actually isn't for my Patreon. This page is for my Patreon buddy reads. Every single month, we vote on a book that is on my TBR. It was in my Kerplunk TBR, and they get to decide which one they want to buddy read with me, and then I do an exclusive vlog for them. It's really fun. In January, we are going to be reading A Crown of Ivy and Glass by Claire Legrand. But anyway, I made them all like massively big, and yeah, so I have to reprint them, which kind of sucks. But that's what this spread is going to be, so it'll look really cool when it's all filled out. Then we have Not Your Mom's Boozy Book Club. This is the book club that I run with Cal over at Retrieving Books. That's what these ones are for. Here we go. Again, made them too big. So in February, we're going to be reading Butcher and the Blackbird. In March, we're going to be reading An Education in Malice. And then in April, we're going to be reading Dragon Fruit by Michéa Lucier. But I got to make new covers because I did them too big. It's fine. I think I had I did like 2 inches by 3 inches, and I think I had the dimensions for B5 journals, not necessarily A5 journals. It's fine. And then I also did the Buzzword Challenge, which is exactly the same thing. So for January, it's the There, and There. So The Fall Is All There Is going to be the book that I choose for this one. I'm going to try to do the Buzzword Challenge this year. I always forget about it, but this year is going to be the year. Then we have the book bracket. I love these. These are so much fun. And so I'll do the best book of each month. And then January and February will go for this one. But then February and March will also go for this one. So you kind of get like 2 chances just in case. Like maybe I have really good books in February. Anyway, it all kind of goes into the center where our best book supposedly of the year will land. Okay, then I have 2 little just graph charts here. So the first one is 24 in 24. I'm doing an interesting twist on 24 in 24. I didn't do a video on it. I actually wrapped all of my books. And they are the oldest 24 books that are on my TBR, and I'm going to randomly pick them. And so I just have the title, the author, the date that I read it, and then the rating, or if I DNF'd it, because I'm giving myself the ability to DNF them since they've been on my TBR for so long. And then this one is one that I'm really excited about. So when I'm on reading sprints, everybody's talking about what book they're reading, and they kind of give a little 1-sentence synopsis about it sometimes. And I get so many recommendations, but then when I get off of sprints, I forget that those recommendations exist. So now I'm going to have a spot for them. So the title, the author, who recommended it, and then I'll check it off once I have read it. Okay, and then I did not make anything for this yet. This is going to be my physical TBR takedown or my TBR tackle. Like I said, one of my biggest goals for the year is trying to get my TBR below 200. So this is just going to kind of list off how many books I hauled in the month and how many books I read or unhauled in the month so that we can get our end of year number down to 200 or below. And then we move on to the start of our monthly spreads. This is what the title page for every month is going to look like. Just a simple, what month is it? This right here is going to be a pie graph of the genres, and then I'll have a spot to write down those. I have a calendar here. I think I'm going to do just a dot or something when I have a sprint or when I put out a video. My Kerplunk TBR, because I always forget what's actually was a Kerplunk TBR and what's just content. And then at the end of the month, I'll do longest book, shortest book, and then I might do a spot for favorite book. I don't know, even though I'm already going to have it in a couple of other areas. So I don't know if I need that too. And then that's it. I haven't done any of the monthly spreads. Like I said, I don't really know what I'm going to do with them. This is technically going to be a reading and channel journal, so I will have some content stuff in here too. So there might be running lists for long form videos. I really want to get to the point where I can do a video in December that I've been working on all year. That's my goal. But anyways, that is a quick flip through of my journal, kind of short and sweet. I think I'm going to work on these in my monthly reset, so you'll be able to see me kind of fill it out at the end of every month. So if that's something that you're interested in, let me know. And yeah, let me know if you're doing a reading journal in 2024. Were you caught off by the FOMO? That is all I have for you today. If you are new here and you have not yet subscribed, there's a little button you can do so down below the video. If you'd like to hang out with me more, the links to my Instagram, Goodreads, Twitter, and my Patreon are linked in the description below. Thank you for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye!